I think that love is 95% not sexy. The sexy part is the easy part. It's the attraction. It's whatever you define as that type of love language. But the word love is everything in between.
Bring it on!
Welcome to Girls Gone Gritty. I'm Farley Boyle, girl mom.
And I'm Jennifer Brenius, boy mom.
Together, we're Team Boyle-Renius. Each other's ride
or die. This is where grit gets real. We don't just talk, we do it.
We're here for the messy stories, the hard-fought lessons, and the courage it takes to keep showing up.
Especially when it's uncomfortable. We bring gratitude and attitude to everything we do.
We jump in head first, unafraid, and are all in all the time.
We bring it on and get it on, diving into unscripted conversations on just about everything.
We don't just talk grit, we live it.
We put the it in grit.
So let's get gritty.
Well, it's Thursday, and we are coming off of a holiday. It was Valentine's Day this past week, but we want to go backwards before we go forwards on our episode today. How was our trip to Unblinded, Far?
I definitely have taken my blinders off. It was frightening. It was interesting. It was a lot of AI. I feel like she totally hoodwinked me and got me there so that I would be scared about AI, and I am. For people that don't know what Unblinded is, it's very similar to Tony Robbins, and the leader, Sean
Callagate,
is blind or legally blind, and
he calls himself a unicorn. He's done amazing things in his life. He's multi-billion-dollar attorney. He's got this movement, Unblinded, where it's self-coaching, and he's got a formula to help you maximize your potential. All of it is incredible, and he's an innovator in so many different ways. This next AI chapter that he's embarking into will take him and this movement to the next level, because what he's trying to do with ACT AI, if you want to look it up, is hoping to have the AI trained in a way that has integrity. And I think that will be so important in this next AI chapter, because we know what's on the internet.
It's like good versus evil. He's trying to do AI for good. And he talked multiple times about how he wants to not only keep a moral compass involved, he wants this AI to be empathetic and well-versed in reality and not just be an emotionless bot for evil and greed. Yeah. We're hoping that he is very successful in that arena. I did feel like the Unblinded symposium was incredibly optimistic. They gave us an example of how articulate and brilliantly composed and how much more efficient they are than humans. Also, how you can eliminate staff if you can't afford to pay one and can enlist the agent AI bot for a much cheaper price. So it's scary.
It's crazy. I truly did not go to that event thinking
she suckered me in. I'd say
it was supposed to be sales and marketing, and they launched it early because they were so excited about this technology that they're unleashing. And I use that word very deliberately, unleashing onto the unsuspected world. And this is what they are teaching kids, that they all need these AI bots to help them do their job better and optimize and maximize, because it's become such an easy thing to dial into. Using ChatGPT, everyone uses it to help them articulate a rebuttal to their own questions. And that is going to be what's interesting. I continue to see how these are leaking into everyday society. Stay tuned to that. We shall see.
Yes, we shall. We are going to jump right into our top three, literally,
because it's Olympic season.
It sure is. It is. And we are excited. Number 3, Olympic ski jumpers. We want to know, are you patting your pecker? Is that really a crotch rocket performance?
If you're listening to the Olympics, I hope you're tuning into all of it. The ski jumpers who are going for distance have been allegedly inserting hyaluronic acid into their penises to increase the volume there, because the bigger the volume, even a 2-centimeter change can equate to more than 5 meters of distance when you land, when they show these simulations. So everybody is paying attention down low to see if those sizes have increased.
Elephantitis of the, I would almost think that the balls could take on more fluid and become grander in size, but ew, too much information.
TMI, 1000%.
Number 2, what doesn't Goo do? Do we know who Eileen Goo is, people?
If you don't know who Eileen Goo is, she's an American who has a resume of resumes. She is a model, a Stanford student who is on pause due to her Olympic nature. She medaled in the 2022 Olympics for China.
2 golds.
For China.
Yeah, that's the catch here.
And now she's going for golds in Milan.
She's an overachiever. She's borderline supermodel. She was the second highest paid female athlete with endorsements, not just because of her gold medal status. She got 2 gold medals in the big air of the half pipe in 2022. And then she got a silver in slope style. She got almost a perfect score on her SAT. She deferred so that she can go be a gold medal winner. But we scratch our heads here because she's born and raised in America and skiing for China. So we Googled that. We really wanted to understand, how is that okay?
Because you can have dual citizenship with the United States. However, China doesn't allow dual citizenship
unless you're an Olympic athlete.
Here's the rub. The fact that she declared her Chinese citizenship at 15 and you cannot renounce your American citizenship to 16. There's a little bit of gray area, actually a lot of gray area on where her citizenship lies. So she's really smart. She's smarter than the average human,
obviously,
because she's able to straddle these countries where we are in a huge race for everything, gold being the top here in the Olympics.
Her claim to fame is that in China, girls are not aware, nor do they recognize that they could have the ability to be skiers. Skiing isn't a big thing there, and females are kept down a bit. So that was her overall motivation, which we also understand. It was a topic last Olympics when we had a pole vaulter, also of U.S. descent, win it for, wasn't it Italy? Yeah, we understand your roots, but 50% of her roots are USA.
We're just so competitive. We have so many great athletes.
We want to keep our people,
which is great.
Yes.
It's interesting that they understood she could be more impactful and competitive on the Chinese stage, holding the Chinese flag, than she could be the US, but yet she'll take our education and our training.
Well, we also did think that she didn't make the U.S. team and it was easier to make China. However, she did make Team USA. So it wasn't because she thought she was going to be able to win gold or silver easier being on the Chinese team.
No,
so
that's the story, and she's sticking with it.
Exactly.
We'll have to watch Goo.
Well, and that brings us to number 1, Haley Wynn, for the win for life.
Haley, if you're listening, and I pray you are, what cute brothers you have, what family spirit. If you've seen them on social media, Ryan, Tommy, and Casey are in the stands and wearing their USA gear, cheering their sister on. She's
TikToking on the sidelines.
She's an Olympic medal contender for USA hockey. She's a defender. She had the first goal for our shutout against Switzerland. So we're super proud about it.
And we kicked Canada's ass, which was a major feat.
So fun. The family energy is what I love about it.
Yes.
And the fact that she's the youngest of 4 and is representing the USA and team win. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
It says it all. We're going to post photos and some of their TikTok creations so that you can also become a fan of the Wynn family.
Yeah. Talking about great wins, who doesn't win when you have love? Love is the answer.
Yes.
It's everything. Love is all you need. We thought it was really in tune to bring you an episode on the roots and the languages of love and how you can promote love in a world that needs more of it.
Oh, it sure does. We're going to take you back a little bit of a history. Valentine's Day originated from a blend of ancient Rome, Christian, and medieval traditions beginning late February. It started with the fertility festival called Lupercalia. That used to be from February 13th through the 15th. Love, fertility, that goes hand in hand. This is another interesting tidbit. February 14th in France and England back in the day was supposedly the start of bird mating season.
Interesting.
So there was a little bit of a love thing. And then it became a Saint's Day on behalf of Pope Gelasius, honoring Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine married couples in secret defying Emperor Claudius's rules that people in the military were not allowed to get married because it would distract from their ability to be soldiers. He said, I want all their concentration to be on war efforts, and we have no time for love. And thank goodness to Saint Valentine, who believed in love and did these secret ceremonies, therefore bringing us Valentine's Day.
Love that.
So it's not a Hallmark holiday, people. It's a reason to tell people that you love them. It doesn't just have to be your significant other. It can be anybody you love.
And if you didn't do it this past weekend, you each day to start, it's a reminder. It's like setting your New Year's resolution and a vision board. It's reminding us of the most important things. And it kind of gets glazed over because people are like, it's, Valentine's Day, Hallmark holiday. The amount of love that you give your significant other, your partner, is a different love. And there's a sexual nature to that. And hopefully you have good libido this Valentine's Day. But even and find love in your heart for the people that you disagree with and don't like.
You have to care to hate.
Agree.
That's a very big thing.
Agreed.
And there's all these languages, there's books, and we can probably all recite what the love languages are. There's 5 of them. Number 1, not in any particular order, is acts of service. 2, receiving gifts. 3, physical touch. 4, words of affirmation. 5, quality time. What are your love languages, Jen? Prioritize those.
For myself, I think that the communication, understanding, and time is most important to me. Acts of service, doing something for me would fall into that category. I'm not somebody who I love a good gift, but I also recognize that I give gifts to myself all the time.
You are the norm. There was a survey done, and receiving gifts came in at 11%, which was the least important out of the languages of love. Let's see where you are beyond that.
When somebody does something thoughtful, even flowers, I feel are more of a misnomer for me. It's like somebody gives me flowers. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I think it reminds me of the Material Girl video back in the day. If you remember Madonna's video where she's the material girl representing, how come I'm forgetting?
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. She's embodying Marilyn Monroe. Exactly. Yeah. And at the end of the video, she gets in the back of a pickup truck and a guy gives her a bouquet of hand-picked flowers. And that's her man. Right. And I think that resonated with me as a kid. And I think it stayed with me as an adult.
Acts of service and words of affirmation came in at 15% each. Quality time was 31.5% and physical touch was 27.5%. There's a newer model and they took it next level. And there's 7 totally different ones. Number 1 is activity, and that is going beyond QT, and that's experiences or trying to dive headfirst into your significant other's hobby so that you guys can enjoy it together. We are all about experiences, even with each other. Rather than give each other a gift, unless I see something that is perfect for her, we give each other a concert, a trip, someplace that we can do something that you can't put a price tag on. To me, that is very important.
Yeah. At the end of your life, the only thing you can take with you is memories. So the most beautiful gifts, if not given with love, doesn't mean as much.
Number 2 is appreciation. It's gratitude, effort, noticing the little things. And I am a little things person. I like when somebody does something like leave a note or think outside the box and do something for me that I wouldn't necessarily expect them to do, but they do it anyways.
Yeah, my children, if you're listening right now, when you do listen, please make your bed. It's like the love language that keeps on giving from her.
Please stop stepping over the laundry basket at the bottom of the stairs that you have to hurdle to get over instead of bringing it up the stairs. Yeah.
Pull in the garbage can.
Change the toilet paper. Don't just leave the tiny tube for mom to change. Thank you.
Thank you.
Emotional is number 3. Feeling seen, understood, being heard. That fosters a deeper connection. If you can't relate to somebody emotionally, how are you helping them through anything? How are you experiencing joy? Emotional is ups and downs and all in between.
And acknowledging that you've heard what I said before you say something that is relatable is such a quality moment that some people are intentionally passing over. They're so consumed with how they can participate that they forget to acknowledge what was said. That's a good building block to start with. That's a great point.
Number 4, financial. That's real support, security, way beyond gifts. I find it attractive that my husband has an incredible work ethic and that he will do whatever it takes to keep food on the table and to make us feel financially secure. It's very admirable. So financial security and everybody pitching in if you have to, and doing what you need to do to feel
referencing back to Unblinded, the thing that was said at one point, but very true, is that money buys influence and money is power. And that statement has been in the world forever.
Can't get away from it.
And it does not buy love. I don't believe that money buys love, but money affords you some comfort. It affords a roof over your head. It affords food at the table. So
better healthcare.
Having that is important, and working hard demonstrates to your family that you love them. And it's a sad state of reality that we live in.
It's true. Number 5 is intellectual, connecting through deep conversations, sharing ideas and thoughts, really communicating.
Yes.
If you are in a marriage or a relationship and you're not communicating, it's very surface. You have to go deep. Sometimes having the hard conversations that we talk about all the time, and maybe not agreeing, but recognizing who somebody is because of their belief system and being willing to switch sides or collaborate on things. It's so important to have deep, meaningful communication.
Yes. How many times have we met somebody and I'm maybe not physically attracted to them, and there's certain people you look at and you're like, wow, that person's handsome or she's pretty
easy to like, yeah.
There are other times where you're like, that person's, attractive enough. And then you start talking to them and you're intrigued because the way that they communicate and evoke emotion within you,
very attractive,
is incredibly attractive.
Yep.
And I think that that's something that people pay attention to when they listen.
Well, sometimes when you see a mixed matched couple and you think, they don't really go together, but then you understand why they're together as you listen and observe. And then you're appreciative that this person really is with that person for the right reasons.
Yes. I love that one.
Isn't that great?
I love that one.
Number 6 is physical. It's not just sex, which we all need and want, but it's touch. It's cuddling, spooning, holding hands. It's somebody, wiping the hair out of your face or just coming up from behind you and giving you a hug. Those things sometimes fall by the wayside when you've been married for 30 years.
Yeah.
And we still like our feet rubbed, a back tickle or whatever it may be that is just a little gesture of love.
My brain got stuck on spooning. I just think that it always makes me laugh. I think about the spoons laying next to each other. My sister-in-law loves to call my brother-in-law Snugglebug. I think pet names make me laugh.
I like a pet name. Pat calls me Shug, and I think it's cute. I like to spoon. He sweats automatically, so spooning is not in our vocabulary anymore. But I wish that there was still spooning. If you're listening out there,
we spoon. John and I spoon. We're spooners.
Yeah. And last but not least is practical. And that means helping with responsibilities and daily tasks together, efficiency, supporting one another, the unfortunate daily grind.
Yeah.
If you are proactively practical together, it's attractive. It's not all glamorous. Somebody's doing laundry. Somebody's got to do the grocery shopping and unload the dishwasher. It's a joint effort. People that work 9 to 5 sometimes feel as though, hey, I did my part and I went to work and I came home and now my feet are up. And I understand and respect that. But a lot of us never punch out. We're doing more. We're multitasking. There's no boundaries anymore because of phones. There's bigger expectations of us doing as much as possible in 24 hours. It's recognizing that it's a joint effort. And the more you recognize what your partner's doing that you appreciate and value. And if that's being reciprocated, it's a spooning feeling in your heart.
Yeah. And to expound on that a little bit, I experienced this, create a tremendous bond with somebody. For myself, I remember things with my grandfather, who I adored and was one of the most important people in my life. I went to the post office and bakery with him on the weekends, and we did other incredible experiences. But that is the time that I felt I built this incredible relationship with my grandfather. Cooking with my kids is super important to me. And it's not because I need help in the kitchen.
Right.
It's because of the little conversations that happen while we're doing these mundane tasks that mean everything to me. Taking a car ride, we talk about it all the time. I'm really sad when my kids get their license. I still have one that does not. He's got a permit and I get to be in the car with him. As soon as kids get the keys, I lose that opportunity to be in the car and share great conversation, listening to music. So experiences are really important, but the daily tasks are where you build the meat and potatoes of
it actually
life.
was called activity. So experiences is a part of activity,
Yeah.
but what you're discussing is activity.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on every level. I think that love is 95% not sexy. The sexy part is the easy part. It's the
Right.
attraction. It's whatever you define as that type of love language. But the word love is everything in between. And it's not pretty, and it's gritty. It's rolling up your sleeves and loving somebody unconditionally.
Yep.
It's the most valuable part of life. So tap into it and feel that heartbeat across the board, whether it's taking out the garbage or rubbing somebody's back and playing footsie.
Having said that, I will say there's times I'm terrible to my spouse. I say things I shouldn't. I do things I don't mean. Thank the dear Lord, he still loves me. And there's times that your children or your parents do things that you don't agree with. Love is at the bottom. It's the base of every relationship. And then from love, things can be built upon. I believe that there's two pillars after that, and it's trust and respect. And those can get eroded, and those have to be built. You don't automatically get my trust or my respect, but you do sometimes automatically get my love. So when you look at your list of things to do in your day, try and find some places you can insert little things to show your love, to demonstrate your love.
The most meaningful things are the little things. Back to the story about the young soldiers not allowed to get married. St. Valentine was sent to prison because the emperor found out that he was doing these secret marriages. And he befriended the jailer's daughter, who was blind. It is said that he cured her blindness through his faith, and she could see again. And before he passed away on February the 14th, Valentine wrote a note to the girl he cured and signed it, "From your Valentine." And this was the first Valentine's Day card ever.
Oh, I love that.
So
you know what I love about Valentine's Day? I get homemade cards.
Oh, I love a homemade
I love
card
homemade
so much
cards.
more than a store-bought.
They are, and some of the store-bought cards have gotten better. They're trying to leave more space and give you a simple message, and then plenty of room for you to write. But take time if you haven't done it. Every day you can wake up and surprise somebody and show your love.
Little note in the drawer, note by where you're brushing your teeth.
Yes,
little things.
And we hope that we give you pause to take the opportunity to do the little things, like liking us.
Yes.
Loving us.
And sharing us with your friends. And we also would love for you to give us some suggestions on content, not to mention potential Got Grit Award winners. And Jen has an incredible Got Grit Award winner.
I hope I can say his name right because it's Russian. Max Namov is our Olympic skater that is our Got Grit winner of the week. And if you don't know the story, he lost his parents just last year. I can't believe it was only last year. I'm really having a hard time.
Right around January 25th.
It was in January to a horrific plane crash that was heading to Washington, D.C. and got hit by a Black Hawk.
We all watched this unfold on TV. It was surreal to watch.
It was crazy. His parents, Vadim and Eugenia, were his coaches, and they were also world champions, taken from us way too shortly. But that inspired him to skate next level when he did the Legacy on Ice in March of 2025, when he was able to get back on the ice, that he thought he could compete in the Olympics.
It's such a heartfelt story. He lost his love for something because his parents were his coaches, and his therapy ended up becoming the fact that he was able to overcome the pain that he affiliated with skating and to do everything in their honor. And he is bringing it.
He's bringing it and dedicating his entire career to his parents, living in the memory of what they did. And I cannot wait to continue to watch this young man's career. He's recognized their power in legacy and namesake. It's awe-inspiring, and this is why we love the Olympics, because it's the story that they've gotten to where they have.
67 people were lost that day. 64 people on the United Airlines flight. It was a tragic day, and these two just happened to be the most visual people on board. And it was a year almost to the date that he was able to qualify and skate on their behalf in the Olympics. So we will attach a video so that you can watch it, because you'll become a bandwagon fan like we are.
Yeah, and it's also a healthy reminder. We don't know how long we'll have on the planet. You never know how long your life will be.
You sure don't.
And love is the only thing that matters.
And that brings us to the song of the week. And this is a lyric that makes perfect sense right now. Even though I don't deserve it, you did it. Even though I couldn't earn it, you give it. Who am I that you keep me on your mind? God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. All my life, you've been right here by my side.
Oh, that's a great lyric. I don't know who that is.
This is God, I'm Grateful. It's
Love it.
very simple. It's a song by Chandler Moore and Elevation Worship. And whenever you're feeling that you need to be more grateful, or if you are truly grateful, put this song in your car or wherever you're listening to music, and you'll find yourself saying, I'm grateful over and over and singing it. It's a very powerful song. It makes me feel good. If anybody needs to feel good or wants to be grateful for something, put it on and you will feel like you're singing at the top of your lungs with an amazing voice.
And again, going back to our episode last week, you are what you consume. And when you're listening to uplifting, powerful messages in your ear, anything is possible and your day will be changed for the positive. I can guarantee it.
Agreed. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Peace out. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Girls Gone Gritty.
Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok.
If this episode hits home, share it with someone who needs to get gritty.
Own it and put the it in grit.
See you next episode.